We get a lot of questions on UV coating versus laminating, and they're good questions. UV came into a lot of popularity in the last 20 years, and at this point in the cycle of things, it's falling out of favor with a lot of printers and a lot of packaging clients for a few obvious reasons. Number one, it doesn't add to the tensile strength of a folding carton, whereas laminate actually adds durability and strength and allows you to actually run on slightly thinner board or paper stock to create the same effect as UV would. Secondly, color retention is a big challenge with coatings, and you get much better color retention with laminate film as opposed to UV coating. There's also a host of different finishes, everything from holographic to anti-scuff, gloss and matte, satin, caress, literally dozens and dozens of finishes available in the laminate world, only 2 or 3 available in the UV coating world. Another important difference is application. Application of laminating films requires a very short warm-up. There's typically no cleanup, as opposed to UV, which is smelly, it's messy, it requires a full cleanup of the machine afterwards, requires venting. Most employees don't like working around it because of the fumes that it gives off, and none of those are needed when you're running laminating film. So big advantage. UV also cracks when it's folded, and so a lot of the digital output now utilizes laminate to prevent that problem that you get with almost any UV coated product. That when it folds, it cracks. Makes an ugly finished piece. The other question that we get is, isn't laminating a lot more expensive than UV coating? And in reality, on a gloss or a matte finish, 8.5 by 11, it's less than a penny difference and a much higher quality finished product for your client. The other question that we get a lot of is, how do I tell if a piece has been UV coated or if it's been laminated? The simplest way is to take the corner of the sheet or the board and tear it slowly in an inconspicuous place. If it is laminated, you will see a film appear as it starts to separate from the sheet as you tear it gently. If it is simply UV coated, there will be no evidence or appearance of any film, and you can tell at that point that it's simply just an inexpensive, cheap UV coating. 2 other points that bear some merit in the UV versus laminating film discussion. One is scuff resistance. UV coating has a very low tolerance for any scuffing, scratching, or abrasion. It does not make it good for anything that is direct mail, anything that is packaged that has any type of contact with any abrasive surface, dust, with customers, etc. It also fingerprints very easily. The second point that bears some speaking to is that thinner sheets tend to curl badly with UV coating as opposed to the process of laminating, which allows you to use a non-curl laminate or to apply a decurl pressure, which will give you perfectly flat sheets. So a lot of differences there.